Hello class 109. Today is Wednesday, March 11th, 2020. And today we're going to be doing AHA Grammar, page 100 to 103. So, pause the video. There it is. Pause the video. Open up your AHA Grammar book, and then let's begin, okay? So, on page 100, we are going to be doing can and can't, okay? Can and can't. Let's learn. So, let's start with can. I can swim. You can swim. He, she, or it can swim. We, you, they can swim. All right? So, if you want to say that I can swim, you say I swim. They can swim. She can swim. Okay? But if you are not able to swim, you say I can't swim. Okay? So this one's easy because it's the same verb tense for all the different pronouns. Okay? So he, she, they, you, we, I. It's all the same. Can't. Okay? So let's try a couple of examples. Repeat after me, okay? I can swim. You can't swim. He can run. It can't run. We can ride a bike. They can't ride a bike. Okay? So, repeat those to make sure you really have it and you understand it. But we're going to move on to the next page. So, page 101. On page 101, it says, look and mark 0 or X. O or X. Okay? So, it can climb. So, you put the circle when it's true. Okay, so the monkey can climb. Let's do number 2. So the person is on the ground and it says he can skate. Well, it looks like he can't skate. So for number 2, put an X because it's not true. He can't skate. Okay? Now, let's do number 3. So for number 3, it says, I can write. Well, let's look at the person. There is nothing written down, and they don't look like they know how to write. So for number 3, we're going to put an X, because the person can't write. It should say, I can't write. So X. Okay? Let's move on to number 4. Number 4, you can't jump. Well, in the picture, the person, they are jumping. So we are going to say, you can jump. So for this one, let's put an X, okay? An X because the person can jump. All right? If we go to number 5, they can't walk. Well, they're little babies, and they are crawling because they can't walk. So for number 5, we're going to put a circle because it's true. They can't walk. They cannot walk. Okay? Now let's do number 6. She can cook. And if we look, the woman is cooking. So she can cook. Let's put a circle right here, okay? She can cook. Circle. All right? Now, make sure you have those answers right. Rewind the video if you have to make sure. But we are going to move on to part B, okay? So, look and circle. So we have you, and then we have can or can't read. Well, those question marks mean that they don't know how to read. So you can't read, okay? Let's try one of our own. Number 2, they can or can't fly. Well, what is it? It is a butterfly. And butterflies can fly. So we are going to say they, make sure you circle can. So circle can fly. They can fly. All right? Now let's move to number 3. So we have she can or can't play the violin. So if we look at the girl playing the violin, she has these little marks above her head that you can't really see, but it looks like she doesn't know how to play the violin. It doesn't sound good. So for number 3, we are going to say she can't play the violin. She can't play the violin, okay? Let's move on to number 4. I can or can't ski. Let's look at the person. Well, the person looks like they can ski. So we're going to say, I can ski, because they are able to, all right? Now let's go to number 5. It can or can't swim. Well, it's a fish, and fish can swim. So we circle can. It can swim. Okay? And then number 6, we can or can't play basketball. Well, it looks like they are playing basketball. They can play basketball. They are able to. So we're going to circle can. We can play basketball. Okay? So rewind the video, make sure you got the right answers, and then we're going to move on to page 102, okay? All right. So I want you guys to see if you can do this part right here, C, by yourselves. So what it is you have to look and write. So we have to look at all the things that I can do. X's mean you can't. Circles mean you can. So look at all the things that I can do, and look at all the things that he can do. If I or he can do it, write it here. If you can't do it, you write it here. So let's look at the example. I can cook. So we go to cook. I cook. There's a circle. So you can cook. I can cook. So I want you guys to do the rest for both. Pause the video, and then I'm going to correct it and do it with you, okay? So pause the video. Let's do it together, okay? Pause. All right, so if we look at the list, the first one, so for swim, let's look at swim. I can't swim. So we have our 2 lists, right? We have can, and then we have can't. Okay, so for can't, we're going to write I can't swim. Okay, I can't swim because there's an X for the I. So cook, we already did cook. Let's do ride a bike. So we look at the I, okay? So we have I, we go all the way to ride a bike, and it's a circle. So I can ride a bike, okay? I can ride a bike. Okay? I can ride a bike. Let's do the last one. Play soccer. So, I can't play soccer because there's an X. So I can't play soccer. I can't play soccer. Okay? Now let's go to he. Let's see what he can do. So, he, let's start with swim. He can swim. So make sure you write he can swim, okay? He can swim. All right? Now, if I'm going too fast, pause the video, make sure you have the right answers, okay? So pause it after each one, so make sure you're spelling it right or you're checking your answers. Now let's go to cook. So he, let's go to cook, it's an X. He can't cook. So, he can't cook. All right. Now let's do ride a bike. So, can he ride a bike? He can't ride a bike. There's an X. So he can't ride a bike. He can't ride a bike. All right. And the last one, can he play soccer? He can play soccer. He can play soccer. All right, so pause the video to make sure that you have the right answers. Pause, and then we're gonna move on, okay? Okay, we're gonna move on. So this one's easy. I want you guys to do this one by yourselves also, then we'll check. Read and write. So this, 1, 2, 3, we're doing can. 4, 5, 6, we're doing can't. So look at number 1. I can dance. I can dance. Okay? So he can play basketball. So the sentence is he plays basketball. So we are going to change it to he can play basketball. Okay? So number 2, make sure you have this and go and erase. For number 2, he can play basketball. Okay? Now, let's go. So I want you guys to do 3, 4, 5, 6 by yourselves. Pause the video. See if you can do it by yourselves, and then come back and we'll do it together. Okay, so pause. Okay. So number 3, so it's she plays the piano. Okay, so that becomes she can play the piano. Okay? And now, number 4, we start with can't, okay? That's the can't list. So you sing, okay? So that becomes you can't sing, okay? Again, if we're going too fast, pause the video and take your time one at a time, and then that'll be easier. Number 5, it says it swims. So we have to change it to can't, so that becomes it can't swim. All right? And then number 6, they ride a horse. So we have to put can't. So that becomes they can't ride a horse. So if you notice, the can't or the can always comes right after the verb, right before the verb, okay? So right after the subject. So they can, it can, you can, the pronoun. She can, he can, right? So between the subject or the pronoun and then the verb, all right? Let's finish with, so make sure you have this written down properly, and then we're gonna move on. So pause the video. Okay. Let's go to page 103. So page 103, you have to read. Tigers live in the forests. They are brown or orange. They have black stripes. They like meat. Now we have to either write can or can't in these lines, okay? So, look at the lion, the tiger. Can the tiger run? Yes. So we're going to say they can run. They can run. Number 2, can a tiger jump? Yes, they can. So, they can jump. Okay? Can a tiger swim? Well, look at the picture. The tiger is swimming. So, they can swim. Can a tiger fly? No, they can't fly. They can't fly. Let's go to the next one. Can a tiger climb? Tigers actually can climb a tree. So we are going to say they can climb. And then if we look at sing, can a tiger sing? No, they can't sing. They can't sing. All right? Make sure you have those. Rewind if you have to, but we're going to move on to the last part. Read and correct. So these sentences are jumbled. We have to unscramble them. So pause the video to unscramble the sentences, and then we will do them together, okay? So pause. Okay, ready? The first sentence, they fly can't. Well, we said that the can or can't always comes in between the verb and the subject. So, number 1, they can't fly, right? Number 2, they can swims. Well, we know that they and can are in the right spot, but swims is not right. It should be they can swim, all right? There's no S. That verb has got to be in the infinitive, okay? In its base form. Number 3, can they jump? Well, again, now we know that the subject is first, the pronoun's first, then the can, then the verb. So for number 3, they can jump. Right? And now for number 4, they can't climb. Well, the they and the can't are in the right spot, but what do we say about the verb? It has to be in the base form. So, they can't climb. Alright? Pause the video to make sure you got the right answers. That is our lesson for today. If you guys have any questions, call or email the school and we'll help you out. That's it for today, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye, guys.